If you're an introverted guy, right now you may just feel that teasing and flirting are not for you. In fact, you might be looking at that extroverted guy over there who's charming all the women he speaks to, or watching that movie full of pitch perfect banter and thinking, that's just not me. In this video, I'm going to prove to you that you don't need to be like either of those guys to be really successful with women. Let me teach you 3 ways you can play to your strengths and become far better at teasing a woman as an introvert. One of my coaching clients approached a woman at a bar and they both quickly realized that she had ghosted him on Tinder but a few weeks ago. She looked at him and said, "Do I recognize you from somewhere?" He smiled and responded, "Yeah, I think you ghosted me a few weeks ago. Luckily, this is your second chance." What he was expressing in that moment was the truth, but because he said it with a light tone of voice and a smile, it landed as a joke. I want you to get into the mindset of, I give myself permission to say what I'm actually thinking. If you're on a date, ask yourself, how do I feel this date is going? What do I think of this venue? Am I enjoying these drinks? Then I want you to say it. Being honest, bars like this are my worst nightmare. Give me a bookstore any day. Notice you're not trying to be funny. All you're doing is exaggerating the truth and also saying it with lightness and a smile. This is way easier for you than trying to invent jokes and also taps into something really important. Instead of seeing your introversion as something not good, something to apologize for, you start to see it as a strength and you really own it. By the way, if you're watching this and you're thinking, yes, this sounds like something I can do, this is exactly why I created my Seed coaching program. It's totally free for my newsletter subscribers, and it will start to show you how you can be authentic and true to yourself and get way better results with women. One of my favorite exercises that I teach my coaching clients to improve teasing and flirtation is learning how to play with tension as you're speaking. For example, if you say, "I don't usually say this to people I've just met," or "I'm going to confess something to you. You're going to hate me after I tell you this. You're going to love me in a minute. Just let me explain." And then when you reveal what you were going to say, even if what you say is actually quite banal or normal, it makes the whole sentence sound more humorous and charismatic. This week, you might want to practice this as an exercise when you buy a coffee. For example, I wouldn't normally admit to this, but this is the best iced latte I've had all week. One of the easiest ways to flirt with her is to enjoy your differences. Let's say she tells you about her favorite film or TV show, and in your mind you're like, "Oh, no." Instead of saying, "Oh, fair enough," I'd encourage you to say something like, "Wow, I think we've just discovered our first major incompatibility," or "I can't believe that's your favorite film. Like, things were going so well between us." You're not arguing, you're not trying to win, but you're showing you're comfortable with having points of difference. The deeper message here that you're conveying to her is, "I don't need you to like me. I'm outcome independent." That's really attractive. One final thing you can also do, which kind of fits in with this, is sometimes as an introvert, the best way to tease is not to say anything at all. So if she says something that makes you feel uncertain or you don't quite agree with, you don't actually have to rush to fill the silence. Instead, you can sit back, fold your arms, give her a kind of a look, and that itself creates tension. So if you're an introvert, stop thinking you can't flirt. You're just not going to flirt like the loudest guy in the room. Instead, I want you to own who you are, develop your natural strengths, and realize there are literally hundreds of ways that you can communicate intent, attraction, and flirtation to the women you meet. If you'd like a structured start point for meeting and attracting women in the real world and developing yourself as a person, I would love to help with that. I have got an awesome free coaching program called Seed Coaching that's available to all of my subscribers. All you need to do is click on the link below this video.